This isn't just about business. This is about creating legacy. This is my father, John Klein. This is my grandmother, Sally Klein. This is my grandfather, Joseph Klein. They're no longer with us. There's little Danny Klein right here. Are you impressing the 4-year-old version of yourself? Are you impressing the 80-year-old version of yourself? We're going to learn a lot today, guys. But if you don't have something that moves you to a place that makes you just want to go crazy, that everybody asks, Andy, how do you get that energy? Where's it come from? Oh, all that energy, I don't really know that. I just want to know, like, how the KPIs for my team. You're missing it. You're missing it. We can give you the SOPs. We can give you the playbook. You can YouTube. You can chat GPT, anything you want. If you don't find out what this place is and get yourself how to move, you're never going to be successful. See, people, it's just business. It's not business. So, for those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Danny Klein. Welcome to the Sales and Leadership Summit. We're glad to have you guys here. Welcome to our home. Welcome to our family. How's our team treated you guys amazing since you guys have been here? Not yet. We'd be nothing without our team. Notice, it's the Elliott group, the Elliott Army. Andy is one of the best leaders I've ever seen. He has the magnificent skill of building other leaders. Very, very impressive. So today, I want to walk through a couple things that I've learned. I'm our VP of Sales of our whole team. I've been with Andy for the last 6 years. Changed my entire life. So let's get into some training. I'm going to walk through a couple tactical things on how we can scale your leadership, walk through a couple of different things, so systems. So let's talk about this. How to cast a vision for your team. This picture right here, everybody see this? We're on a little yacht, right? And this is in San Carlos, Mexico. We're going down with our team. Hey team, go ahead. Give it up for these guys really quick. We're taking up to San Carlos, Mexico, an entire Christmas trip. And this is something that's very, very important to us because in the beginning of when we started our entire company, this is Andy Elliott giving a sales meeting on a yacht in Mexico. Dude can never take a break. But you know what he's doing? He's casting a vision. I want everyone right now to take 15 seconds and choose one word for 2026. What's your word? Our word this year was trust. We're going to trust our people. We're going to be more lenient. We're going to figure out how we can give them more grace. And then what I mean is, Leon, I'm not lowering the standards. I'm trying to figure out how do I let people grow? We got to give them space, right? So think about this real quick. Take 10 seconds. Turn to your partner, business partner, husband, wife. What's one word for 2026? Is it authenticity? Is it speed? Is it growth? Is it records? Systems? Focus? What is that one word? Take a second and really figure out what that word is. Talk about the vision. Does the vision excite your team? We have a vision for the company. Raise your hand. Keep your hand raised if you have a vision statement for your company that you preach often. Big difference. You got to make it clear. Anything that isn't talked about daily doesn't get executed. We got to tell our sales team, and you got to tell your sales team every single day, make the calls, do this, here's how it's going to go. But you think that their vision for your company is top of mind every single day? No shot. We got to figure out how do we create place and a space for them to have a vision inside of our company. So, does it excite your team? If you guys notice, we got a little construction going on. We've been growing this thing. Why does this word excite you? What's your vision? What will get your team fired up? What will it be? I want you to think about some of these things. What's the vision? Go back, look at your vision statement, core values. So I'm going to walk through a couple different things. I chose to put a picture of our TV instead of the graphic to make it all look nice. You know why? Because I watch people, they have core values, they don't live by it. This is the what we stand for. People talk about core values. Here's how we are. Trusting God is number one. We got take initiative, always be learning. Listen, when you work for Andy Elliott, a lot of core values. We've been trying to memorize them for 3 years now. A lot of them. But guess what? You got to have your core values. They got to be visible. They got to be visible. This is the what you stand for. This isn't a picture on a wall. These are things that you preach daily to your team to help hold the team accountable. Unless you just want to have a manager all day long. We have core values. We don't have a bunch of managers. How many managers do we have? We have none. I wrote here, good business leaders create a vision, articulate their vision passionately, own the vision, and relentlessly drive it till completion. What is your vision? Let me walk you through. So our next thing that we have here, this is the why. Why do we do what we do? Why do we do what we do? So mission, our personal mission is to stretch individuals and businesses to become the best versions of themselves by mastering sales, leadership, and culture. We teach people how to dominate their industries, achieve their dreams, and build legacies without sacrificing their values, families, or health. I love what we get to do. Vision. This is the where. This is the where. What's that big thing that we're striving for? The global standard for sales and leadership training transforming millions of lives and businesses by creating unstoppable cultures, bulletproof systems, and elite closers. We aim to inspire a world where every person believes in their potential, takes massive action, and achieves new levels. Are these things talked about daily? The what, the why, the where? No matter how brilliant your mind or strategy, if you're playing a solo game, you'll always get beat out to a team. Andy Elliott always says that an individual can be beat, but a team cannot be beat. I watch a lot of people, especially all different industries have different styles. You got tech guys, you got AI guys. You're going to need to build a team around you. And if you think you can be a solo guy and you can scale, just watch. Just wait until you have something that you don't understand. Or when you get into a bad situation, you don't have people to back you up. All right, so let's get into the strategy. Who has a sales team in here? Who would like to have a sales team one day, right? Who has people that they work with? Sales team or not? Cool? All right, so here's 9 ways to hold people accountable. Number 1, don't be afraid to hold people accountable. Call them out and they don't keep their word. I put a picture of my guy Ruben right here. This was a hard conversation. We sat down, we game planned, we had a conversation right here in my office. And guess what? You look like a happy camper? He's ready to go. They're grateful. Or guess what, guys? Our people are grateful for the hard conversations if you can do it with love. Number 2, don't be afraid to question their answers. Number 3, make specific statements, not general. Show up early. Show up at 8:15. Big difference. 4, give clear expectations. A lot of times as business owners, we think it's very clear, like it's common sense. They should know they got to work hard. They should know they should study objection handling. They should know these things. It's your job as a leader to understand that the repetitive work, the repetitive things are part of being a leader. And by the way, on your 50th time telling somebody something brand new, does it sound like your 50th time telling somebody, hey, these are our core values, here's our mission, here's our vision? Or does it sound like the very first time you guys just created it? When you're onboarding new people, when you're thinking about these things, when you come in, man, it's everything. Number 5, give measurable figures. Number 6, give consequences, the job must get done. Number 7, co-solution challenges. Number 8, know the importance they play on the team. And number 9, finish with love. And we'll be able to send you guys all these slides at the very end too. All right, so let's do a little audit real quick. Really what I want us to get away from this next 20 minutes with me is thinking about what are some areas that you want to improve on. You got the rest of today. We're going to have a hiring recruiting section. We have a branding section. You got the Elliotts talking about some amazing things, and you have all day tomorrow. Okay, so I watch a lot of people come to conferences and then they don't take a note. I'm like, man, you got kids, you got team back home. Why are we leaving doing nothing? And the cool thing is, it doesn't look like we got a whole lot of those type of people in the room. So what I want to do is really audit. So let's go through 12 areas to expect in your business. Number 1, team. I want everybody to rank themselves 1 through 10. How is your team right now? How would you grade your team? If I was to pay you and I said, hey, I'm going to pay Steve, you're going to pay you $10,000 and you're going to audit your team. You're going to look at all the holes. Team, partners, skills. What are the most important skills in your business right now? 1 through 10, rank these things. The reason I'm big on ranking, I take this and I apply this to my entire life. I look at life like a video game. I will literally look myself in the mirror. I'll look at my sales deals for the day. I'll look at our team performance. I'll look at our marketing. I'll look at our ad performance. I'll look at whatever it is, and I'll just start grading it and go, how can we improve it? I'm getting that at an 86 out of 100. I just make it like a game. Like anybody ever play like Tony Hawk Pro Skater or a football game, and you can see all the stats. I visibly see it just like this inside a business. Next, compliance, sales flow, customer service, expansion. This is the biggest thing for retention. If you are not expanding, it's called the 3-year cycle. You watch people churn out of your business every 3 years. You know why? Because they don't have a big vision. They don't have the next step laid up for them. They don't have a position for them to step into where they can do more. They could be more. They can take on more responsibility. How's your expansion? Vendors, systems and procedures, brand, culture, and competition. Give yourself a little ranking. Where do we stand? 7-step system. I'm going to walk through a little process. At the end of the day, as much as we want to take on all of the work as business owners, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to make sure that we also systemize, we're effective with our time, and we're going to have to learn how to delegate and scale. So number one, I'm going to walk through a couple things fairly quickly here. So keep up. Choose a process. 2, list out the process. 3, remove a step. 4, minimize the steps. 5, beta test a new process. Before you just get all excited and release it out and think it's going to work, beta test it. See how it works. Number 6, adapt to the process. One of the hardest parts that I watch people, they don't adapt. They lay it out and it either works or it doesn't work. Oh, the team didn't want to use it. Oh, the team didn't really like how Monday was set up, so they don't like project manager. Who's in charge? Who's in charge of are we holding them accountable? This is a non-negotiable. I watch businesses get bottlenecked because a team doesn't want to implement a system. Growth is hard, guys, but if we're not going to learn the system ourselves, how do we expect the team to learn it? And number 7, refine it. So go ahead and take a picture of this. You got to learn how to delegate effectively. All right, I'm going to walk through a couple of different things. So how to increase the value of your business. So I'm going to ask you, when a new employee comes in, what steps do you take to integrate them? You need to document every single step. About the honor of running our hiring, training, developing, onboarding, and ramp up with all of our team the last 6-7 months. And I promise you, you have holes in your game. Every single time I onboarded a new group of people, which it was 2 or 3 every single time, every other week. If not, it was more. And guess what? Every single time I figured out another way to systemize it, another way to figure out how to document it. What's another hole? What's another bottleneck? Because guess what? If not, you're going to keep talking about the same thing over and over and over. Every time you go to onboard somebody, if you're not thinking about, hey, if I was to hire 20 people tomorrow, are we ready to onboard people? Are we ready to scale? You guys, we all want to scale and make more money, but guess what? It's like a slingshot. You don't have that backbone structure. You don't have everything ready to go. If you're going to load up that gun, then you better be ready to go. You need to document every single step. So let's look at this. We got short-term focus, long-term focus. Short-term focus, working in the business to make money now. 2, instant gratification, sales mentality, independent contractor mentality. First is long-term focus. This is value versus profit. Working on the business to increase value layer. What would this be? Creating content, building our website, building our foundation. These are doing things that, guess what? You're probably going to lose a couple sales today, but guess what? Once you're building that brand, what's it going to do long term? What's it going to do 3 to 5 years from now? I watch business owners, they keep going back to working in the business and not on the business. You have to trust the process. You have to trust the process. You are probably going to dip. You are probably going to make less money. Yes, because you're not selling anymore. You're not the one making all the decisions, but unless you give it up, then you're never going to get there. You're never going to have the true growth that you want. All right, so let's walk through a couple things. Anybody read 5 Levels of Leadership by John Maxwell? Amazing book. Would definitely read it in here. Let's look at level 1. And I want everybody to audit. Let's audit our leadership today. So we got level 1. This is people with a position, right? We call this position. Right. People follow you because they have to. By the way, in order to truly audit your leadership, we have to really just check ourselves and dump our ego and leave it in the trash can. Because this sucks. If I'm like, hey, who is level 1? None of you raise your hand. I'm not going to ask you to raise your hand, but I'm going to ask you to be very real with yourself. Where are you at? Do you feel like your people don't respect you? Do you feel like they're not really listening? Do you feel like they're not bought in? Maybe you're level 1. Maybe you're level 2. Maybe some of you guys are level 5 in here. Let's find it out. Level 2 is permission. This is a relationship level. People follow you because they want to. Next step up, then you got level 3. This is production. This is try and true. These are people that have gotten the results. Sales generating $500,000 a year. I'm like, Andy, you could be a sales manager. I'm like, what'd you get? What's going on? Can I just follow you everywhere? Teach me how to close. We work together. Hey, let's just hang out. You know what I mean? People follow you because of what have you done? What have you done for the organization? Level 4. This is the people development, reproduction. It's a very, very difficult phase. Well, a lot of people can get here and be successful personally, but one of the hardest things to do is make others successful. Can we all agree? Yeah. It is the hardest thing to learn. And if you look at our team, is our team sharp? This is what Andy Elliott has taught me the most, is this skill set, how to build other people. People follow you because of what you have done for them. It's the service that you've given to your people. There's level 5. This is the pinnacle. This is respect. For my men in here and women, what do we want? We all want respect. People follow you because of who you are and what you represent. This level doesn't get given out because you help somebody make a lot of money. This gets given out when you change lives, when you build other people, when you create a culture that is unstoppable. This isn't like, oh man, I got the, everyone does respect me. This is a level where people they're with you for life. These people are like, yeah, I'm going to, wherever you go, I'm going. You may have a few people in your company like that. Is it only your inner circle? What about the new guy that hired, he's 3 months in? Is he like going to be with you for a long time? Does he feel that same energy, or is it just your one or two guys? We got to make everybody feel like that. Andy has this ability to make every single person on our team feel like the most special person in the world, because he actually cares. It's not like a tactic that can be like, well, you're going to do this and you're going to say it like that and they're going to love you. You have to truly care. You have to truly detach from money. Detach, everybody write this down. Detach from your own intentions and attach to their intentions. Can we help them hit their dreams and goals? If you put your people's goals at the center of every single conversation, watch how they move. Watch how they move. I promise you, you'll get a whole different employee. You get a whole different person. All right, we got all different types of people in here. The Andy Elliott style. You got twins. Who's more of a soft-spoken leader? Or someone who's just going to lead by example, by results. I'm like, dude, I'm a hard work. I'm a disciplined type of guy. I lead the Andy Elliott motivation. I'm showing up at 5 a.m. every single day. Who's the person that's the motivator type? They're like, I'm pouring into the team every single day, right? So we have all these different types. So let's walk through this. I want everyone to reflect and really take away from the session, what type of leader are you? When I take a salesperson, the first thing I try to do is really mold their identity. And what I mean by that is not just confidence, but who are you? Again, I told you guys, think about life like a video game. What's your character? The way that you operate, the way that you do your hair, the way that you dress, the way that you rock a hat with the branding. It's all intentional. It's all intentional. I watch people just wake up and they don't know what they're doing. They're just kind of like floating around. They put a shirt on. They kind of have a good day, a bad day. As leaders, it's our job to show up and be consistent. It doesn't matter if you're the person that's discipline type or the motivation type. We need to be consistent, because if they don't know what to expect, this is where you get people that start to distance themselves. Dude comes in angry one day, loving one day. I'm like, yo, he's all over the place, bro. All over the place. By the way, I've been that guy. Who's been that person? I've been that person. We can't be that way with our people. We cannot be that way with our people. So let's walk through this. We got a coaching style. And notice, if you notice right here, this is kind of like a range. The bottom, individualism, protective, collectivism, and growth. You'll notice they have different frameworks. You got Steve Jobs. You ever heard the story of Steve Jobs? They're like, he's a motherfucker, right? Like, he just ripped everybody. There's different types of style. And then you got like Andy, who's just leading with love. I want you to figure out what type of style you are, because if I give you guys anything today, it's knowing exactly who you want to become as a leader, whether it's in your business, if you're a solopreneur, it doesn't matter. So that way you can really start to mold your identity. First is coaching. This is someone who's empathetic, selfless, right? Mindset. This is a supportive mindset. Growth and development, that's the orientation. Believes in intrinsic motivation, and they are team driven. Rewards, belonging. Then we got fearless leader. Visionary and open-minded. Mindset, transformative. Orientation, ideas and collaboration. Believes in intrinsic motivation, purpose, is driven, and the rewards are creativity. The reward is what you get out because of your leadership style. If I'm a guy that's going to micromanage every single person, I'm probably going to get more performance. There's the truth. If I'm going to be on somebody, I'm going to be on there. They are fired if they don't hit the target. You're not. I mean, you're leading from a different place. You probably will get a little more performance, but there's other ways to do it. So then we got fearful, structured and bossy, hierarchical, orientation, process, and rules. Very black and white. Guess what? And people they'll know what to expect. Believes in extrinsic motivation, control-driven, rewards, compliance. Let me apply. Right? Guess what? You're gonna hit 20 cards this month, or you're fired. There's a lot of people like that. A lot of people in most businesses are fearful. That's all a gauge, right? You can be leaning, you can be a couple of these, but it's all a gauge. When I was in the car business, I worked with someone who was all over here. It was black and white every single day. Guess what? When I was 19 years old, I needed my ass whooped. I needed that. I for sure needed that. And there's people that need this type of leadership. Then we got this last one, challenger. This is strategic and the pace setter. Mindset is very aggressive. Orientation, goals, and productivity. Believes in extrinsic motivation. Goals are driven. Rewards, high performance. Anybody know which one they are? Anybody feel like for certain? What are you?
Challenger.
Challenger? Give us one or two reasons why. Like just one.
So I structured my leadership off the military experience I have for 11 years. So I put family first, customer second.
Yep.
I'm a third.
Let's go. Anybody else? Know exactly their style? Like, I know exactly what it is.
Yeah, coaching.
Coaching? Okay, why?
Because I love to support people and help them to grow and to become better, because their full potential is not already expressed.
Yeah.
So I feel fulfilled when they express
You
it.
feel fulfilled when you express it. Good, I love that. That's huge. That's huge. Everybody take a picture of it. So if you're not like, I'm not really sure yet, take a picture of it. And if you know, I would challenge you to start to really double down on the style so you can be like fully understanding of like what's going on. Because when you can show up consistent and whatever one it is, when you can show up consistent, people will know what to expect with you. All right, so let's walk through some pros and cons. This lasts like 3 or 4 minutes with you guys. Guys, 30 minutes goes quick, doesn't it? Goes super quick, man. So as you guys are going through, make sure you guys are taking notes. Make sure you guys are keeping up. Make sure you're going. I mean, I remember we're at the vault with TBD, and I'm like, hey, what did he say? I'm gonna get that. You know, like make sure you keep it up. I'm gonna walk through these really quick because I want you guys to get all this. So, coaching leadership. Let's go through some pros and cons. Pros and cons. Pros, builds deep belonging and participation. People feel seen, heard, and valued. Develops people personally and professionally. Empowers independent decision making. The cons, productivity can drop. It can drop, prioritizing harmony over performance. Low accountability in tough moments. Conflict gets avoided to keep the vibe. I've been that guy. I've been there before. We're big on culture, but sometimes we're like, oh, man, we don't want people to stress out. We've got stealthing. We want them performing. Slow decision making. All right, let's look at challenger. Drives high performance and accountability. Accelerates progress and creates a competitive growth culture. Cons, high stress and burnout risk. Can feel joyless. Focus on results to remove a human element. I'll gauge, guys, where you want to be. Short-term focus. Long-term vision gets overshadowed by the immediate wins. Fearful leaders. Pros, extreme clarity, fast decisions, predictability and stability. Cons, crushes innovation and collaboration. High dependency on the leader. Breeds politics, fear, and power abuse. Toxic internal cultures. That sounds scary. I don't like that style. That one freaks me out. But guess what? Hey, there's multiple ways to do it. And by the way, remember, guys, it's all a gauge. You may see this and be like, well, I never want to be this guy. The gauge. You know, listen, it all depends on how big you want to go. You want to be Steve Jobs? You're going to have to be the asshole. If you want to build them slow and nurture them, you want people for a long time, you might have to tolerate a little more. You might have to be a little more patient. So again, it's all dependent on the goal. And then we got fearless leadership. Purpose-driven, high collaboration, psychological safety, inspires creativity and innovation. And you got tunnel vision on the mission. This is the cons. Not compatible with rigid or fearful cultures. And then you got ambiguity and uncertainty. So I want you guys to identify and figure out, who are you today? Who are you this whole weekend? Figure out that identity. Who are you trying to become? What are you trying to get out of it? Like I said, empty your cup out, guys. You got a lot of people. We can go up here and we can be the Stevers like, oh, well, I made this money and I trained this company and they're very big. We don't do that, guys. Our team and the people and Andy and Jackie, very humble. So take some notes, really learn from my team. Here's the last but not least part. Never forget what moves you to do what you do. For me, it's the very beginning, that first picture I showed you. That's what drives me every single day. It's very clear. Very, very clear. That's where you're going to get that driven energy from. You want to understand how Andy gets his energy? It's this feeling within. It's this deep understanding of why you're doing it. To create that legacy. To be the person that is the leader of the family. By the way, don't downplay your goals. Don't downplay these things. If you help your people reach their potential, you will always have your business taken care of. Remember, this isn't about you. Team first, always.